Hey, good evening, everybody. It is Happy Friday. Where has this week gone? It has flown by. I'll tell you why it's flown by, because we've had such a major week on One Life, and you've kept us all interested. You've kept the great music going on One Life. And I'll tell you what, you artists out there have entertained everybody, even through the bad times, okay? All your music has been played in cars and radios across the nation, across the world. And I'll tell you what, when everybody's feeling gloomy about the cold weather, you've picked everyone up and kept them warm with all your great music, whether that's been on the radio shows like My Indie Radio or Rick Spins on ISSA. You know, you have all been keeping them nice and warm with your music, which is fantastic. Big shout out to those ones in California and LA. We are still, like yesterday, thinking of you. We still send out the love to you, and we still hope that you are safe and well over in LA and Los Angeles. We are all thinking about you, okay? If you are one of the One Life artists or the International Singer-Songwriters artists, just drop us a line. Let us know you're safe, because we're all worried about you, okay? We want to know that you're safe, okay? Just give us a little sticker. Tell us how you are. If you need support, if you need help, you have got access to over 28,000 people who can give you some support, some help, some love, okay? We're all there for you. We all want to support you through this absolutely horrible, horrible time that you're going through, okay? And I'm going to plug this every single day until those stupid fires go away, okay? We are going to make sure that that support is out there to you. So welcome to One Life, everyone. Welcome YouTube, welcome X, and welcome Facebook this evening. Look what I've got sitting next to me, Mr. John Michael Ferrari.
How you doing? Good to be here.
We're very, very well this evening here in the UK and also over the world. You've got some special guests with you this evening, sitting on the bed nice and comfy. You've got a nice doggy sitting there next to you. Do you want to introduce the dog?
She's sitting right here. She's got her head down. She doesn't like being on camera all the time.
Oh, I don't believe that. As soon as the show went live, she popped her little head up and she said hello to everybody. I'm sure the dog will pop up. And also on the show this evening, hiding in the background, is the lovely Pepper J. Hi, Pepper.
Hey, how you doing, Penny?
She's right here.
We're all doing good. Hey, yeah, Pepper.
Yes.
Pepper's basically...
The dog is here, but she's lying down.
Dog is here. Do you know what, John? I love the way Pepper prepared you for the show this evening. It almost looked as though you had your own makeup artist. She was doing your hair, doing your makeup, ready to come on camera. She's fantastic. Everybody needs a Pepper J.
Everybody does this and moves this and does that. And...
No makeup, but a little hair.
Yeah.
Little hair. Did you choose a shirt?
Changed my shirt a couple of times.
I know. I chose another shirt. This was his choice.
Yeah.
It's a great shirt, John. Absolutely great shirt. Okay. So on tonight's show, everybody, we've got some fantastic news for you. We have also got some fantastic music and also some updates from One Life and also updates from our charity, the TeBowe Foundation. You know, we've got a great show lined up. And this Mr. over here, I've listened to his music before the show this evening. You are in for a real treat in relation to John Michael Ferrari's music. I'll tell you what, he is a multi-award winning artist. And I'll tell you what, the list in his bio goes on for miles. We can't read out the whole of that bio because we're going to be staying out all night just to look at those amazing trophies and those amazing awards that this man in his career has managed to do. Okay, so it's a long bio, so we will give you some snippets. And those who have not met John will be able to find out a bit more about his journey through his music life, okay? Keep on with the show. We are with us tonight, okay, for the next hour. And I hope you've got your coffees ready because I tell you, it's cold, cold, cold in the UK. We are going down to those minus numbers. So I've got the heater on. I've got a nice cup of coffee. And for the next hour, I'm going to sit with my mate John here across the pond in the USA. So, One Life, where were we yesterday? So we were telling you about the music school yesterday. Yes, we are releasing the One Life Music School 2025 for you music artists who are starting out in the music industry. I am so excited because tonight I am going to tell you every single artist who are going to be your mentors, who are going to be your teachers, are going to be your support network while you are on your journey. So basically, that's 12 artists who have been handpicked because I believe they are the best of the best. And that's what I want. I want to bring you the best of the best. And I want to make sure that your music industry has a very, very, very best start. So, excuse me while I cough. Don't normally do that during a live, but I'm sorry I had to. There was a tickle in my phone. In relation to One Life, our shows have started double playing. So on a Thursday, all the artists who are playing during One Life live will have their very own radio show on My Indie Radio.
Oh, nice.
The show has already started. Issa Ora has had her show last Thursday. And the Major Resolve, we're going to have his show next Thursday. So, Muriel, I know you're listening. Thank you for putting the radio show on. It's absolutely fantastic. Audience, if you want to listen to a great show, go to listen to My Indie Radio because they've got some great music. But they've also got the One Live show on a Thursday. So lots and lots of things to be listening to.
Cool.
What is wrong with me tonight? John, can you send your Ferrari over to me and make sure that you put some medicine in there? That's what the artist questions. We always get an artist question when we say about indie artists. And I actually got an artist question today to ask John Michael Ferrari where the name John Michael Ferrari come and does he own a Ferrari? Is that true?
Well, I do own a Ferrari. It's a little bitty one like that. And my mom said, if you want anything larger, you're going to have to buy it yourself. So she bought me a small Ferrari, and it sits somewhere in the other room.
What a great last name for an artist name. We all have artist names out there. But, John, you must put up your posters and everyone must be like, oh, he must be pretty professional. He must be quite cool. He must have lots of money. That end name is a really cool name to have in the music industry.
Yes,
I wish it was Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. I'd go for Ferrari. Come on, it's cool. It is a cool name. It is a cool name. Anyway, listen. Going back to reality, going back to the reason why we're here to promote local and national charities, okay? And we are very proud and honoured to have the TeBowe Foundation who have joined us and was put forward by the Major Resolve. And at the end of the day, we saw one of their videos yesterday, and I wanted to share some of the life experiences of the families who go through child sexual exploitation and child trafficking on my shows over the next few weeks, just to show you reasons why your money will make a difference. And also not just your money, it is about the awareness of the charity and how you guys can support. Okay, these 15 artists are basically going to keep you entertained for the month. They're going to tell you about their charities. They're going to tell you about TeBowe. But at the end of the day, we are one of many thousands of people who can make a real difference to these families. And I want you to be really concentrating and thinking when we put these shows up, how can I make a difference? Okay. So Major Resolve come on yesterday, and his big promise to you was, if you donate and show us that you've donated and show us that you've shared the TeBowe Foundation, he will put you in a prize draw for an amazing hamper that he's putting together of prize goodies of his merchandise and also some personal gifts from Major Resolve. And he will give that out at the end of the month. And I think that's a lovely promise for him. But he needs to see how you are supporting the TeBowe Foundation. So if you dropped a $5 in, put your name in, or dollars, $5, should I say. If you put the dollars in, put your name on there. Just be proud of the fact that for once you've just donated something which is a real special cause. I know times are hard. I know money's hard, especially when we have to deal with natural disasters. But I'll tell you what, we've got a penny in our pocket that actually could make a huge difference to a family out there. So please support this charity, support the TeBowe Foundation and any other charities that are mentioned during our live shows. So, John, before we go on with your artist profile, would you like to watch the video with me so we can have a cup of coffee together?
Oh, yes.
Okay, sure. That'd be great.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm going to bring up tonight's video, which will come onto the screen right now. I'm going to just dive into the background. If you can hear it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't worry if you can't hear it like your music. It's just StreamYard being annoying. Okay, but it will go out tonight on your Rewind show. Okay, and you will be able to listen to it again. But I hope you can hear it, and I hope you enjoyed the video just as much as I do. Okay, so this one's called The Voices of Survivors of Human Trafficking. Please take a listen and please think about these families who really do need our help.
I have a couple of quotes here of survivors of human trafficking sharing their experience with her song. Her song very literally saved my life. I think differently about my relationship with God, with others, and with myself because of the things I am learning here in the program. Her song helped me learn that I am worth more than any amount of money. It has helped me build my relationship with God and help me find myself. I am establishing that I am no longer a victim, but a victor rooted in God. Her song has shown me what empowerment looks and feels like. They came alongside me with compassion, grace, and mercy when I was completely alone. I had nothing, and now I lack nothing because of their generosity. Let's build the nest and help more women fly to freedom.
Fantastic. As Build the Nest, one of the charities was typical YouTube, eh? Cutting in what I was just about to say. That was one of the charities that was supported by the TeBowe Foundation, and it just literally gives you a bit of a taster. Please go onto YouTube, watch all the videos for the TeBowe Foundation for yourselves. They will be presented each day on our live shows, but please take a look, take some time. Okay, so John, how are we? We are already getting live comments from your fans and also from your followers, okay, which is absolutely fantastic. My Indie Radio says, good evening, John.
My what?
Indie Radio.
Oh,
Hey.
Indie Radio, yeah.
Hi, Indy.
Hi.
Laurie Hardeman, I gather, is a friend or a music colleague. She says, hi, John.
Lori is an amazing singer-songwriter. Actually, we're going to be performing on the same stage in September in Amsterdam.
Are we?
Oh, fantastic. Brilliant. Excellent. So Laurie's there listening to you, and you've answered the comments already, which is absolutely fantastic. So you are seeing the comments. I will bring them up as soon as I can for you in relation to the comments. So, John, yourself, your bio, mister, I was trying to get your snippets and your highlights, and it was taking me ages on the bus. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave him to it. So in relation to a couple of snippets, you know, I know that you are an amazing recording artist over there in the USA. Country pop, which is your chosen field of music, am I right?
Country, people think he's country because he has a few country songs and he puts in a slide guitar sometimes, but he's really more pop rock. I guess he's crossover.
Yeah, we're considered crossover. You know, we do all of our recording in Nashville. We go there and we use the best musicians, the best studio, and we always have a slide guitar in our music. So that lends itself to have a little country flavor to it. But at the same time, I write more of a pop genre music, but it helps having a slide guitar. And then we spend so much time in Nashville, so we're ingrained in the Nashville community.
It really was interesting because it allows him in his songs to be on both pop radio charts and country radio charts. And he's number 1 and number 3 on the 2 charts I saw this morning. So he's doing real well.
And, you know, and becoming a radio artist like we are, you know, there's certain structures that you have to follow and formats in writing songs that lend itself to you getting that kind of exposure on radio stations. And we help many people with their songs and structuring them and formatting them in a way that you get radio play. You know, because you can have a great song, but if it's not structured in a particular way, you won't get radio play. But if you have an average song, but it's good structure, you have a good chance of getting a good radio play.
That's totally right. We're going to come on as part of the show this evening. Some of our One Live team have actually put some top tips for our indie artists together tonight to basically help our indie artists grow. Because I know, John, looking at your Facebook profile, you are very strong in advocacy in relation to the indie artist world and giving tips, collaborating with artists, helping new artists out. And that's absolutely fantastic. And I think that's what brings us all together as a family, making sure that we bring out the very best music. For you, on your bio, what a lot of things you've been through 2024 alone. Elite Awards, the International Singer-Songwriters Awards from last year, the World Writing Awards, the list goes on, mister. Where do you put them all? Do you have to move the dog kennel to one side to have a trophy cabinet? Where do they all go?
No, we actually have a mantle in our living room, and I asked Pepper just to put a few up there. I didn't want a whole bunch of awards. You don't need too many, just a few. And then she spreads them out over the ranch. We live on a ranch, so she puts the awards in different places.
Well, we have a 3,000 square foot Quonset, sort of like a military base building. And that's where we teach and guide and mentor mostly young people, but some older people
Brilliant.
in, singing, acting, songwriting, that type of thing. But mostly we're teaching them confidence, communication skills, that type of thing. And so since he won't
Wow.
allow me anything except for the fireplace mantle in the house, I put them all on the shelves and on the walls of the Quonset.
Yeah.
I like them. I think they're beautiful.
I tell you what, Pepper, you can come and live with me, because if I put any up, the missus literally does some spring cleaning, and I've got to go and get them out of the dustbin or in the sort of the mold hole. At the end of the day, as soon as I've got my back turned, I'm like, "Hey, where's my trophies?" She's like, the mantelpiece was looking a bit untidy tonight. So, John, watch out if there's any cleaning going along. It might end up in a mold hole like mine. Well, I'm glad you love them because.
Well,
John,
we
you've
feel
done,
so very blessed that people around the world have loved Johnny's songs. I mean, he makes them and we work on them together, and you never know. We try to do the very best we can with the best people around us, but to have the wonderful response is truly amazing. It makes it a real fun ride.
Well, being an independent artist is really amazing, because in today's world, the independent artist, if you follow a good guideline and have somebody mentor you, you can get where you want to go. You can have the success. But for most people, and it was for us too, before we started going to Nashville, we didn't know how to go about doing all these different things. Getting advice from people in Nashville, learning how to do it, how to record your songs. We go in the studio, we'll record 4 or 5 songs in one day.
Yeah.
We'll track that.
We'll track the music.
We'll track the music in one day. And you have to be really prepared. That's why, I tell people, don't go in the studio without a producer. And that's why Pepper's, there. She produces all the songs. You have to be so prepared to go in there to be able to lay down the tracks. And then there's a whole process of finishing the songs and then promoting it. And if we've been helping
promoting yourself, John. Promoting yourself, John. Your friend Brian has basically said on the show tonight. I told you a lot of people think you're country. When you was in the ISSA group not so long ago,
Brian.
you got an award.
Brian
you got an award,
Morris.
didn't you, for country pop? So when I saw you come through and I was listening to your music, it was like, hang on, is he country? Is he pop? Which one is he? And it was like, yeah, Brian's got like me, told you a lot of people think you're country.
Well, I'll tell you, I think an indie artist not only has to try to make a good product, but they have to know where to go afterwards. Like ISA, the International Singer-Songwriter Association, is one example of a community where the indies support each other. Muse Boat Live online, another world community that the indies support each other. So there's a lovely indie community out there. And Nashville, Detroit, Los Angeles, New York have beautiful indie communities. So if you're an indie artist, try to get really good product and find other people that are ready to communicate with you.
Fantastic. And we're going to do that between us, and I think I'm blessed very blessed to be friends with so many great indie artists around the world. You know, Tammy Dove has built up a community in international singer-songwriters of so many amazing people. And I don't think it's just the musicians. I think what I enjoy most is I have a new family. I have a family of over 20-odd thousand people. I never thought my family was going to be that big when I was a kid. But that is what the true knowledge of indie music's all about. It is about the fact that you can make amazing music just like John, just by collaborating with some of these artists, some of the projects which are spinning off the International Singer-Songwriters Association, like One Life, like your own, you know, it's absolutely amazing. And it's only going to keep us indie artists the strongest ever, you know, going forward around the world. You know, you think My Indie Radio comes from France, and the French artists over there are loving the indie scene. Absolutely loving the indie scene. Great musicians. Isa Ora, Major Resolve, John Pierre. You know, we have got some amazing artists coming around the world, and we're blowing everybody out of the stream, which is fantastic. Keep that music coming. And I'll tell you what, John, before we go into finding out a bit more about how you come into the music world, I want to show everybody how talented you really are by promoting one of your music songs that you've sent through to me this evening. So you sent 2 through to me, and I wanted to not get too mushy because it's coming on to Valentine's Day next month. Okay, and one of them you did send through was Heck of a Girl. Okay, we'll keep that for a bit later during the show. I think I'll Keep Rolling is the one that I would like to focus on first. So tell us a bit about the track and why it was written.
Well, I Keep Rolling actually was a song that I kept putting off, and Pepper kept saying, no, we need to record this song. And I was literally still working on it the day we went into the studio. We were in Nashville. And I wasn't sure where the song was going. I didn't know what it was about, but as it turned out, it was about a gambler who, after losing the love of his life, decided to become a professional gambler and roamed the countryside gambling. But the thing about his gambling was he was blessed. He always won. He always had 4 aces in his hand. Wherever he went, he'd always win. But then as he realized that that's not what he wanted. All he wanted to do in life was just to find a place to have peace of mind and to live out the rest of his days. And that's kind of what the song's about.
And it was recorded at Larry Beard, Beaird, in Nashville. We've recorded 3 albums and 1 EP there over the last many years.
Fantastic. So for everybody who haven't heard the song, get your drink, sit down and listen, because it is an absolutely amazing song. You're going to love it just as much as I did. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you I Keep Rolling. Enjoy.
I'm a traveling gambler, riding the winning streak, holding 4 aces. That's all I need. So lady, won't you join me for a celebration toast? I'm an old man wishing in a young man's ghost. There's always a storm brewing somewhere down the road, and I keep rolling on, rolling on. It's a rough life I'm living. I keep rolling on. I made it through some bad nights with drinks left on the bar. The only woman I ever loved didn't make it this far. So tonight's on me. Tonight's on me. You're a pretty sight. I throw down all my winnings just for one night. With a smile, a tilt and a nod, I push my chips all in, and I keep rolling on. every card left showing. The gambler always knows a fever in a woman is the hardest to let go. I could give you the moon, and every star you see, everything you'd wish for. That's the dreamer in me. Oh, to find some peaceful living somewhere before I die. I'll keep rolling on, rolling on. It's a rough life I'm living. I keep rolling on. It's a rough life I'm living. I keep rolling on.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yay. Do you know what? I tell you what, the round of applause, I love it. Definitely a round of applause, Pepper. You know, absolutely brilliant. You know, it's one of those songs, real lovely, warming for a Friday evening. I tell you, everyone in the UK is going to love it.
That the female vocal backgrounds are Tanya Hancheroff. And I also want to tell you that the West Coast Country Music Association named I Keep Rolling On new country song of the year, and it is going to be competing where John is going to be performing at the Country Tonight Theater in Pigeon Forge in March, so that song I Keep Rolling On might be United States new country song of the year. So that might be fun.
Fantastic. Well done, John. Great track. Great track. And I'll tell you what, our audience are loving it. You know, they're all sending out a nice combination of vocals as a comment. What a great song. Also, you know, there's some really great comments to your music, and that's all over social media as well, John. I know for a fact that when we advertised your show this evening, you have many supporters who are supporting you, telling us about how fantastic your music is and how, you know, much of an amazing person you are as an individual indie artist. So you've got a lot of support behind you, a lot of people who love your music, and a lot of people right behind you, which is absolutely fantastic, including your family. And I think that, I'll tell you what, family and friends, that's the best type of support to have. You know, we love our fans, we love our people who give us all our awards and things like that, but to have your family and friend behind you like you do is absolutely amazing.
And Jazz is always there with me when I'm writing my songs.
Oh, Jazz is there. I'll tell you what, Jazz, you need to bring us out a single. I reckon we should get all the pets together and have a single just brought out just by the pets. They can all do their little bit of singing. We'd have to do that for us. I'll tell you what, Bo Hoss, if you're listening, what a video that would be to get all the pets together, to get them all to do a little bit of a sing song together, you know. So that'd be great. Let's do that. Anyway, John, you know, your music career has spanned over a long period of time. You've had many great successes. You know, we don't have long enough on the show to cover your whole music industry, but for career highlights for yourself, what's been your biggest career highlights throughout your amazing career up until now?
Well, you know, I started playing music when I was in high school, even a little bit before that. And like most people, you know, you get into rock and roll bands and different music genres. And I did that for many years. I would travel the country on tour, but I'd be performing other people's songs. And one day I came home. We were living in LA in Hancock Park. And I told Pepper, I said, I'm done. You know, I don't want to travel anymore. I don't want to go on the road. And she said, what are you going to do? And I said, I don't know. So, but I didn't want to do music anymore. I was just tired of it. And so I took up photography, and it was so much fun. I did photography for a few years.
He knew so many very beautiful models and actresses. No wonder he had such a good time.
Yeah. Well, living in LA, you know.
That's what it was all about, John, wasn't it, hey?
Yeah.
We know what the music world's like, you know, in terms of fending people off, but a cameraman also. Come on, you can tell us the most famous person that you've took photos of. Has there been anyone like everybody would know out there?
I don't know, Joe Montagna, Kevin Sorbo,
Helen.
Helena Cardona, Aaron, I don't know, many people.
Yeah, a lot,
But,
Wow.
lot of people over the years. Just a lot of celebrities.
but you know, he wrote songs ever since he was a child.
And then she said she came in the living room one day and she said, we should go back to doing your own songs. And I kind of hesitated, but I sat down at the computer and started working on songs. And I think I wrote a couple for Katie,
Yes.
for a little friend of ours.
A lot of like kids songs for 13-year-olds, 18-year-olds. You can see them on like YouTube and stuff, Complicated Inside and Mona Lisa Smile.
Yeah.
Cute stuff.
And then I wrote Rock and Roll Band. And some other, then I started going back to writing songs. And then one day she said, we're going to Nashville to record them. And that was the change of everything. It changed everything, our whole career, the direction that we were going in. And we got good advice. We went to Larry Beard. We sat with Larry Beard at the time he was still doing music in his studio. And walked us through the process. And he would look at our songs and said, this is nice, but you need to drop a verse here because there's too many verses. And we took a lot of his advice, but we kept a lot of the stuff that we liked. And before we knew it, we had our songs on the charts. Our first song on the chart was
So beautiful.
So Beautiful, which we came in at 198 or something like that.
We were so excited. I have to tell you, this top 200 songs, and our song was at number 198. And in the top 10, there was like Pink and Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift and Elton John. And we were at the very bottom, we were so excited, our feet was not touching the ground. But you know what happened is like it started COVID. And all the major artists started pulling their songs, stopped touring. So they held on to their songs, and the radio stations all over the world were looking for music. And we had really, I thought, good quality produced music. And his stuff is so creative. And we put out So Beautiful. And when it hit that bottom chart, we were so excited. And then we slowly saw it go up and up.
It kept going up until all the way to number 2.
I went up to number 2. That was our first experience. And then another chart it showed up on, and then a third chart. And then all of a sudden in the Netherlands, and then Italy, and then the United Kingdom. And it was like, is this really happening to us? It was extraordinary.
That was the introduction that we got. And once they heard that, my name started to come, people would start saying my name. And then when we came up with the next one, people were familiar with us. So now
it didn't start at the very bottom. It would come in at like 40 or 30 and work their way up. It was, it's been so exciting. I can't express, because I think he does really good work.
Do you know, John, what I really love about you two is that the vibe between you both in terms of promoting your music and, looking after your family and things like that. Where did you two meet?
We actually met 1990, right?
1990.
A place called Highland Springs Resort, right outside of Palm Springs,
California.
I was working in Las Vegas, and my agent came to me, Steve Sheldon. He was a very well-known agent. And he said, Johnny, I'm not going to book you anymore. I go, what? What do you mean not going to book me anymore? He says, if you want to make it in this business, you need to get out of Vegas. He says, Vegas is not a place you come to make it. You got to go somewhere else, and then you work your way back to Vegas. And he said, but I booked you at a resort and for the summer. And it was, you ever seen Dirty Dancing, the movie Dirty Dancing?
Yes, yeah.
It was,
love
it was a resort just like that, where people go for the summer and they stay there and all these activities. Well, he booked me there, and that's what I did. I played in the lounge, and I played on the hay rides, and I worked the horseshoe pit, doing the horseshoes. All of us had jobs besides singing, and then Pepper showed up one night when I was singing in the lounge, and I was singing Lady in Red, and I went over, grabbed her hand, and started dancing with her. And she said, you're really good, but I can make you better.
I tell you what, there's nothing like a good, honest woman, is there, John? I get that off my partners. It's like, I really love that song, but can you try a bit of Coldplay, Get Away from the Country? And it'll sound a lot better. It's like, yeah, a woman will always tell us how to make it better.
Well, she had experience. I mean, she grew up in the business. She used to go to all the Rack Pat shows in Vegas when she was a little kid with her grandma, and she was who was a good friend of Sophie Tucker. I don't know if you know Sophie Tucker.
The last of the great hot mamas. She was 6 foot wide,
Wow.
but she played. She and Jimmy Durante and people would like open for Dean Martin and Sinatra and just the people and stuff.
So she was in that world. She knew entertainment, and she was always interested in that. And so when she took me, she said, "What we're going to do is get you out of the lounge into the main showroom," because they had a big main showroom there at the resort. And over the years, that was the transition that helped me become successful in a higher level, is getting out of the lounge, playing lounge music, into a showroom where you're performing and doing a show. Because there's a big difference between being a musician and being a showman, being an entertainer. When you watch somebody like Sammy Davis Jr. and the Rat Pack and all these people, they were entertainers. They didn't just come out and sing one song.
Pepper, I need your help. I need your help. I'm going to stop you very, very quickly. Pepper, I need your help. So one of the things that One Life developed 5 years ago was collaboration in music artists around the world developing songs for international and national charities. So this year, I have given Beau Hoss a challenge. I've seen that he's been working with Roland Gillette on Rat Pack songs. And I've given him a challenge to basically sing with me one of Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr.'s amazing tracks for a epileptic society. We are going to this year bring out that track, and I want to know what you think of it because we are really excited. That's the only teaser that I'm giving out tonight because it's still going on behind the scenes. I'm not telling you what the song is, but it is a Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr. track. Me and Beau are really excited working on this project. Yeah. It will be a music video. You're going to see us both in tuxedos, and we are going to have a lot of fun because big band music is a real passionate thing of mine, and I love big band. There's nothing better than getting on the stage with musicians behind you doing the big band. It's a great, great feeling, a great vibe.
I had the opportunity at Lake Tahoe, at Harrah's Lake Tahoe, to stand backstage while Sammy Davis was on stage just a few feet away from me and watch him perform. And it was amazing, and for me, growing up as a kid, I would look at these people, the greatest entertainers, and said, that's what I wanted to do. And, it's a craft. Unfortunately, today, a lot of young people don't have a place to learn their craft. When I grew up, every little small venue had entertainment. So you would work one place for 6 weeks, and then you'd move to another place and another place. And each time you moved, you would create a show, and you would refine that show until you became, an entertainer. You became somebody that can come out and speak with the audience and interact with the audience. But they don't have that today. It's very difficult for young people to get started.
But there are places.
It is.
You find places.
There are places, and we will tell everybody where they can go to very, very shortly in the show. But one thing I really, really want to know about you two is that you do support an amazing charity between the two of you. Okay, so we have got a highlight charity, the TeBowe charity. But this is your opportunity to tell us all about the charity that you support. And I've been looking them up today because I didn't know much about them, but they sound a really amazing charity who support mental health in relation to the Thailand's mission. So give us a little bit of a flavour about what that's all about.
Oh, thank you so much. I love the opportunity. The Thalians.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of actors, Ruta Lee and Debbie Reynolds and a lot of people that are not here anymore. They actually put a charity together that created and perpetuates the Cedars-Sinai Hospital mental health area in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, Los Angeles area. And they would have these huge galas where, John would come and they would entertain and artists. The biggest biggest celebrities would come and fill these huge ballrooms. And I just
Century Plaza Hotel.
yeah, huge hotel ballrooms. And the one reason I really like the Thalians, and you can find them online, is that when you're donating, you're not paying for a bunch of overhead. So when they have a gala, there will be some rich person that donates for the meal, another person that donates for the entertainment, another person that donates, for the hotel room. A lot of times, you can be a charity and only give like 15% to your cause. So when you choose like the TeBowe, that foundation, we're very hot on because a lot of what you give to them goes to where it needs to go. That's why these kind of charities, you choose charities very carefully, and you want to know how much of your money is going to their overhead and how much is actually going to where you think it's going. And so thank you for letting me mention the Thalians, and thank you so much for promoting TeBowe's foundation. Both excellent projects.
You know what, the Thalians, TeBowe Foundation, one line for every single charity that comes on here. I know for a fact that we try so hard as artists, we try so hard as a community to make sure that these, places get the exposure that they need. And I think One Life's unique because it gives us an opportunity to develop a website, develop a community where it's there, you're available, you've got people who are part of those charities that you can pick up a phone, pick up an email and say, tell me a little bit more, tell me how I can help, and tell me how I can be part of it, and that's fantastic. And your charity will go onto the website. We will put it onto the website. We will put the links up on the Facebook site. And we will make sure that everybody knows, and as much support and finances throughout the year, we will try our very best here at One Life to make sure that everybody's support and charities get done and, supported in the best way that they can. So we are 40 minutes into the show. Where has time gone? It's rushing past us this evening. I think it's a Friday.
I want to say hi to Lily. Yeah. Hi, Lily. You're up in college.
Hi, Lily.
And I'm so excited to say hello to you. And thank you for joining this beautiful live show. I love this stuff.
Visit us.
Come visit the ranch. Yes, we're waiting for you.
Lily says, hi, guys. I love you.
Yeah, she used to be one of our kids, and now she's 3 years. She's doing wonderful.
She's in college.
Do you know what? I really love? Pepper, you're one heck of a girl. I'll tell you what, we're going to donate this next song when it gets played to you because you're busy there trying to support John. You've got your mobile finger like texting to everybody as quick as you can. You are one heck of a girl. I'll tell you what, I've got a question for you when I finish this show tonight. I've got a question for you. But anyway, Let's get on with the show. We're 43 minutes in. We've still got a great track of yours to play. So what we're going to do is we are going to play your track, and then I'm going to tell our audience out there how we and One Life are developing a music school dedicated to music indie artists around the world to give them the very best support. And I'm going to tell you who those 12 artists are right after our break. And our break this evening is compliments of your next song, okay? So your next song that you sent in, which is an absolute cracker again, dedicated to your lovely lady sitting next to you, one heck of a girl. Tell me about the track and let's put it on.
Well, this is a good example of a crossover song. It's a country and pop song, and it was inspired from an incident when I was shopping one day in Las Vegas at Trader Joe's, and I happened to see this beautiful young lady in the produce department. And I was standing next to this young man, and we both looked up at her, and she looked at us and gave us the most beautiful smile and put her stuff in the cart and moved on down the aisle. And the gentleman next to me said, boy, I'd love to be the smile on her face. And I said, yeah, she's one heck of a girl. And I went home and wrote 2 songs, Be the Smile on Your Face and One Heck of a Girl.
Yes, and the Producer's Choice Honors last week named One Heck of a Girl the best single of 2024.
Oh, yeah.
That was 2 weeks ago. And it was also named, a crossover artist of the year on one of the organizations I can't for the life of me remember. But thank you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, I'm gonna dedicate this song to all of the girls out there, all the promoters, all the female promoters, all the female singers. you know, the wives, the mothers, everyone out there. My partner Vanessa sitting upstairs waiting me to finish the show tonight. You're all one heck of a girl, and we love you lots, okay? So one of the heck of the girl, this one's going to be your song, okay? I'm going to play it for you now.
I wanna take you to a movie. I wanna hold your hand. I wanna show you my room view. Cafe terrace, table for two. 'Cause you're one heck of a girl, heck of a girl. Ooh, baby, you're one heck of a girl, heck of a girl. Baby, you're the one. My friends say you got a high IQ, razor sharp, but you play it cool. Ain't it tizzy how we get along? Beautiful, that's why you're in my song. 'Cause you're one heck of a girl, heck of a girl. Ooh, baby, you're one heck of a girl, heck of a girl. Baby, you're the one. Buttercup, cup, alrighty now. Pudding pie, pudding pie. Would you like to play a rodeo? Saddle up, baby, here we go. Play ball in the tall green grass. Throw in crazy, add a little jazz. 'Cause you're one heck of a girl, heck of a girl. Ooh, baby, you're one heck of a girl, heck of a girl. Baby, you're one heck of a girl, heck of a girl. Baby, you're the one, one heck of a girl.
I love it. A round of applause there. John, can you do me a favour? Can you do one? Can you do one for the lads as well? Because they're all going to complain, you know. So the girls have had it now. So you got to do one for the lads as well. You're one heck of a lad or one heck of a man or something like that. Can you do that for me? So just by the end of the year, the men get this much love.
He wants one heck of a lad.
Baby, you're one heck of a lad, heck of a lad.
There you go.
Baby, you're
That's
the
gentlemen.
Yeah, it's what they call bubblegum songs. They're happy, feel-good bubblegum songs, you know.
We love happy bubblegum songs, you know. At the end of the day, we have going through absolute hell in the world at the moment. And what a good bubblegum song to make sure that everybody feels so happy about their life, especially with what's going on at the moment. Lily says, so good encore. I love a live song. I tell you what, we don't get enough of that. One of the things we're going to do in the music school is we're going to make sure that those artists, if they want to be able to get to the end of the school, they go on and put a show for us, okay? You're not getting your certificate until you put a show on for us, okay? So I'm going to tell everybody a bit about the music school, because while I have got John and Pop here, I'm going to make sure that they give us some top tips as well. And then I'm going to ask them a special question also. So what I'm going to do is, I did promise you yesterday that I will tell you who the 12 mentors are, and I'm going to add them to the stage. So have you got a drum roll, and are you ready to be introduced to your One Life Music Team 2025? Because I'm excited to have each and every single one of them supporting you artists this year. So obviously, you know myself. Hi, I'm AJ. We do have Dimitri. We also have Gabe. We also have Helena. We also have Imran, Christy Michelle Poulter, LD Stewart, Maeve DeVoe, Melissa Petagino, Muriel from the My Indie Radio Show, Paul Austin from the UK, and Mr. Mighty himself from Mr. Steinwerk. What a lineup of guests and artists who are going to support you at the My Indie School 2025. I'm honored to be surrounded by so many stars and so much industry music. You know, it's wow. I'm flabbergasted to put this project together in such short period of time. This project has only started 7 months ago, and already I am surrounded by so much talent. And I tell you what, if I can add you to this talent as well, I'll be absolutely amazed if we can grab as many other people, because what we want to do in the My Indie School is make sure that you've got the best coaches to help you over a 6-week period produce the very best music and have the very best tools. Okay, so if I can add these two to the group, and I'll try and convince them, because if they don't come on board, they're going to have to give money to the TeBowe Foundation. There you go. I said it. Okay. If you two don't join in, you've got to give the TeBowe Foundation, I don't know, $10.
We'll be happy.
Can we get you on board?
Can we get you on?
Yay! Fantastic. There you go. You can give us some advice and let us know where we're going wrong or where we're going right, because you are teaching music students out there in your branch. Tell us a bit about that. How many people do you have come over and you support? How's that going? When did that start?
Well, it started a few years. It was a long time ago. We've been working with kids.
Yeah, it started for me when I was a kid, but together we started working with people in the 90s.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Because we lived in Hollywood and we had access to all the different actors and kid actors. And
I'll tell you about one of the many young people. We met her. She came in when she just turned 12. Her name was Alison Ibraheta.
oh, yeah.
And she came in with her mother, and we gave her singing and performance lessons. And within like 2 months, she was performing with John and his band, Ferrari and Friends. She performed everywhere with them. And then on her 17th birthday, that was at
Consider.
Okay, on her 17th birthday, when we were at CBS Studios, she was having a birthday party there, because that's where what's that called?
Adam Lambert.
Yeah, Adam Lambert. What's the name of the TV show?
American Idol.
American Idol. She was top 4 American Idol. So we had her for 5 years, and that was just a wonderful, wonderful whirlwind. We've had a lot of people. You know, Nikki Nova, who was top 10 in the Taiwan Idol.
Yeah.
And we've been very successful with that. We try not to take more than 2 or 3 artists at a time, because we really put a lot of time and energy into them. Right now, we're mentoring Sophie Love. You have to check her out. Sophie.
I will, definitely.
Poison in My Veins was her latest release. Indie artist, doing very well. Pearl Seaback, I Want You for Christmas. We help them write these songs, and then we take them to Nashville and we record them in professional studios. And Peggy Sue Fletcher, Country, I Can Live Without. Those are the 3 that we've been working with. Sophie about 4 years, and Pearl a year, and Peggy Sue about a year. And
Lily, who's watching.
And Lily, who's watching, used to work with us. Yes, on the
have
keyboards and have fun at the ranch. Yes. So we try not to
I tell
take
you what,
more than 3 at a time.
That sounds amazing to me. And I think what sounds amazing to me more is knowing that all of these people have got all of this knowledge. And like yourself, you know, bringing these people up to where we've been in our careers. We've had some fantastic careers between us. Some of us are getting a bit like grey between the sheets. And I had one, and I think I had Todd Apple on last night. He bless him. He was sitting with his cup of tea, and he was putting his blanket on his knees. You know, we've all been a long way, but at the end of the day, we've all got some knowledge to share between us. Okay, and we want to bring the very best indie artists to like the stages, like the International Singer-Songwriter Association. We want to share the love of music. So I've just got a couple of messages from my new coaches, okay, because they want to tell you a bit about themselves. They want to start spreading the word before we officially launch in the next couple of months, but they're just starting to get themselves ready, to put the program of education together, to start looking at how they can help the next generation of new artists. But they have got a couple of messages for you this evening. So I did promise them that I would play and introduce them to you. So the messages have been sent over from around the world. So Paul from the UK, Paul Austin, he is our rock singer. Absolutely amazing singer. If you've heard his music, please play his music and download his music. But he's got this message for you today.
Great idea for the One Life music, and it's important that people know that are going to get involved, particularly the younger guys that are going to be getting involved with this school, is the importance of resilience, perseverance, and just being ready to, pick up your stuff and go and play a gig anywhere. If you get a chance to play, keep it live and keep it real. Never turn down an opportunity to play anywhere. And I'm hoping that my experience of touring both the UK and Europe and elsewhere over the years, with something I can bring to the One Life Music School and make sure that people understand it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. So enjoy the show tonight. Look forward to taking part and look forward to meeting all the students that want to get involved.
Fantastic. That was from Paul Austin over in the UK. We've also had a message come through from Melissa Pedagano, again, an amazing gospel singer. And for those who like gospel music and want to become a gospel artist, this one is one of the very best we've got. So here's her message.
Hey, everyone. It is I, Melissa Pedigiano, and I'm hoping to support One Life Music School in many ways. One of my top tips for new indie artists is I would suggest not only being authentic, but it's learning who you really are in your craft. You're going to learn a lot about this and so much more with such talented experts. And I'm one of them. And I say that humbly. So this is going to be an exciting ride.
Fantastic. Thanks, Melissa, for sending that through all the way from the USA. Okay, so Gabe also has sent us a message.
One Life Music School is such an incredible idea. It's so needed right now. The music industry is just kind of really shook up, and nobody really knows what works and what doesn't. And, if it's even possible now to make it as an indie artist and do this as a profession. And I'm very grateful that I'm able to do that. It's my full-time career. As far as contributing to One Life Music School, I think there's a number of ways I can, and I look forward to exploring those. The immediate thing that comes to mind is, I travel around quite a bit. I've got an extensive roster of amazing venues that I play, and I want to make that list available to other artists, that may want to travel in, some of the same areas that I do and play in the same areas I do. We've already got the gig rates figured out. We've already got the logistics figured out. And if my knowledge can help another indie artist, then that's exactly how I want to contribute. So I appreciate Adrian and all he does. And I really looking forward to, what One Life is going to do for up and coming artists.
Wow, fantastic, Gabe. This is perfect. Just what I wanted.
What a lovely message. I'm just going to stop this one. Hang on.
That'd be absolutely amazing. Gabe, right,
What's going on? What's going on? Hang on a minute. Hang on.
At One Life. Everyone's getting excited about the One Life Music School. It's going to be
We're just actually just playing the rerun. Just remove this. I can't even see where this is coming from. Hang on, sorry. Sorry, everybody. Sorry, listeners. I'm just going to go on with Muriel's.
I don't hear her.
That's the wind outside.
I think that's the heater. What? We don't hear her.
I haven't put it on. That's why. Yeah. I'm going to put it on in a minute. I'm just letting it run.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, just to let you know, live shows always have a technical problem. We've had 2 of them this week. So sorry about that one. So I'm personal sorry for Muriel, who is going to be doing the rerun of this show. I can think if you could just knock that bit out, Muriel, when you do the rerun, and be panicking because everything's going wrong in the background. basically, I will play Muriel's show. So Muriel is our promoter for My Indie Radio. She has sent a message to everyone. I will play her message again. I love live shows. They're absolutely great, especially when they go wrong. Okay. So Muriel, here's your message again.
Service and My Indie Radio. I'm one of the sponsors of the show and giving a hand with the different promotions with video teasers. I would like to share a tip for tonight with video promotions. If you are an indie artist, a radio station, or any partner and activities dealing with indie music, I advise you to create a short video carrying all the information you would like to share with your audience and with a catchy music, and especially yours, if you have it, in order that your audience can immerse itself in your universe and your world. It's easier to communicate with short and efficient information, which captivates everyone.
Do you know what I love about Muriel? She's always the font of all knowledge. If anyone's ever met Muriel, she is the best. You know, someone's put it, she is the best. She's always someone that I can say, hey, Muriel, I need to pick your brain. You know, she's one of those like people in the music industry. You could just say, I need to know a little bit something. I think something come up about meta tagging today in the group, in the International Singer-Songwriters. And like Muriel was straight on it into the music school. We need to mention meta tagging when it comes to sending your songs through to radio play. There's not enough people. I thought meta tagging was something to do with Facebook when I first got involved in music, because I wasn't meta tagging my songs when I was sending them over to the radio stations. I kept getting sent back and everyone was going on about meta tagging. And then Pen Moon, our other sponsor, was talking about meta tagging. I was like, what's meta tagging? I've never heard of it. But it's a really important part. If you want to send your music over to a radio show, you need to know about meta tagging. You need to know about all these things. And all these things are a really important part of the One Life Music School. You will have all the tools you need when you go out there in the big bad world after 6 weeks. And it's a short period of time. But as you can see, these mentors have got the knowledge between them to get you all sorted, all ready to go and produce your first single, your first sort of like concert, whatever you want to do. They will give you the tools of the trade, and we've got lots of people we can hook on to. So thank you very much, mentors, for the 3-4 mentors who sent the messages through tonight. Thank you very, very much. Sorry about the little muck up in between. Don't know what was going on with Messenger. It was just basically paying my personal messages back to you. But hey ho, it's a live show, and this is what happens in showbiz. So anyway, thank you for playing that. And I hope everybody who wants to come onto the One Life Music School is starting to get a flavour of who you're going to be working with. And I'm really, really excited. So you two, we have gone over our hour this evening. So what I want to know is 2025, what's coming up for you guys?
Take it away.
Well, thank you so much for having us on the show. Gosh, let me see. We're on our way to an Oscars viewing party in California, where John is performing one of his songs, "One Heck of a Girl," and he's receiving an award there. That was fun. That's March 2nd in Laguna Hills, and then in the middle of March, like March 8th, he's performing at the Blue Plate Special in Knoxville, Tennessee. One of my favorite places, I think, to perform. And then after he records some, on March 15th, he's performing in Pigeon Forge at the Country Tonight Theater. A couple of songs, including "I Keep Rolling On" that you heard tonight, with Sophie Love on the stage with him. And, you know, there's so much... so many things to say. I would say please visit johnmichaelferrari.com and click on the tour, TOUR, www.johnmichaelferrari, That's FERRARI.com, and click on tour, or go to bands in town and look for John Michael Ferrari, and then you'll always know where he's performing, whether it's here or like Gloria Hardman and John are going to be performing on the Red Carpet European Awards show in September in Amsterdam. You'll always see where he is.
Yeah, you got a place for us in London. We'll come and visit you.
Yes, we will.
Yeah,
Definitely come over to the UK. We want to hear you. You know, at the end of the day, I am working hard, everybody. You know, I think I was asked yesterday, please, can I get my crowdfunding sorted out so I can get over to Atlanta, because so many guys want to meet me. I want to meet you guys too. You know, when we say about thank yous to all of the people who supported us, you know, for yourselves, you two, there must be a list of people out there who you really want to say a special thank you before you go tonight in terms of supporting you in your career. Is there anyone special out there you just want to say a big thank you to?
I thank all the people that support us, that tune in and follow us. It's really amazing to see their faces and see them text things and stay in communication. You know, Pepper's really good. I mean, we stay in contact with people from many, many years ago. Even one of my best friends from
Junior high school.
Junior high school. You know, him and his wife follow us with wherever we go.
I would like to tell you a little bit of advice. Every time you're on the stage, give the very best show you can, regardless of how many people are in the audience. Our first break, and I have to thank Al Bowman, Bowman. When John was performing before COVID, he was performing regularly at a beautiful club in Las Vegas called the E String, and he filled it. He performed it like twice or 3 times a month. He filled it. And one day, Al Bowman came in and was standing at the back and enjoyed his show. Well, a year later, he was producing the Producer's Choice Honors in Las Vegas and deciding which one of these nominees for Singer-Songwriter of the Year he was going to choose. And he remembered John. He remembered his songs and his performance. And he found us and he said, I'm nominating and I'm saying that John will be Singer-Songwriter of the Year 2019 for the Producer's Choice Honors. That started a whole new life for us. So, Mr. Al Bowman, thank you for you doing that. And singer-songwriters, musicians, give your best no matter what stage you're on, because you never know who's out there listening. And like John says, there's never
a stranger in the audience.
I love that. I love that. And that's a great way to end the show, you two. There is never a stranger in your audience. And I'll tell you what, you've hit the nail on the head. Keep working hard, everybody. Keep enjoying the dream. Keep enjoying the music. And, you know, just enjoy life. I think that's the biggest thing. If you're going to be a musician, enjoy life. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the collaboration. You know, thank you, you two. You've been absolutely fantastic guests of the show over here in the UK. We've loved having you on here. Please stay around for quite like a little bit at the end because we want to have a chat off the show. But basically, I want to thank everybody who has joined in the show this evening. We've had some great guests and great comments, you know, and thank you for all the support that you give to the indie artists. You know, thank you very much for all the support that you are giving to the TeBowe Foundation. Yes, we are only in week 1. But at the end of the day, we have had a fantastic week. Thank you so much for supporting us this week. We have got a very busy week next week. We're on the air for 6 of the 7 days of the week next week. We are going to be having a huge week of music, a huge week of discussions. And I just want to thank all of you who give up your time to watch our shows and support our artists in the local and national charities. In relation to this evening, I just want to thank my sponsors also for making this opportunity happen for me, and also the crew of the One Life Music School team as well. We are going to make waves in supporting these indie artists in 2025, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So I'm going to sign off this evening. Before I sign off, would you like to know who's on the show on Monday? I've just got a thumbs up. That's not that very encouraging. Come on, a bit better than that. You know, would we like to know who's on the show on Monday?
Yay!
Hey! I've only got you two to do this, you know. But it's like if I had an audience, they'd all clap and go, "Yes."
Oh, there's the
but I
wave.
expected. There you go. I tell you what, she needs it, okay? Because to be honest, we always have musicians on the stage, but for this time only, we are going to have the wonderful Muriel is going to come and speak to all of us about our donation of the support that she gives to the Mindy radio station and One Life. She's going to come and talk to you about the importance of PR and radio in the music industry, and what an amazing talent to be able to share that story with you on Monday. So if you are looking for PR, if you are looking for radio, if you're looking for knowledge like meta tagging, Monday is your day to come and sit on the stage and take a listen to someone who's got a lot of knowledge in the music industry. If you've got a question for Muriel, please make sure you send it through, or come and join us on Monday at 7 o'clock, because there's the time to nitpick at her brain like I do. Okay, it's been a fantastic evening. All I want to say is thank you so much to my guest this evening, but I also want to say, please, over the weekend, carry on listening to everybody's music, carry on joining in, carry on getting a hold of the TeBowe show, and also look after one another, please. Okay, whatever's going on around the world, with everything what's going on in LA, whatever's going on around the world, please look after one another. Please reach out. Please pick up the phone. You know that all the love and support is there for you over the weekend. If you need us at One Life, we're only at the end of the phone. Text message, etc. Please keep in contact with us. We just want to know you're okay. Okay, so I'm going to sign off for the weekend. I'm going to go and take a break, and we'll see everybody on the show next week with Muriel for the One Life show. Thank you very much, you two. Take care. Have a great weekend. Okay.
Thank you.
See you later. Take good care. Love from England. See you later. Take care. Bye bye.